Now back to Inside Real Estate. Here's Mike the Realtor.
Hey, folks, we are back. Time to talk some insurance. We got Richard Tonica right here live in studio. Goosehead Insurance, richardtagency.com. richardtagency.com is the website. Hello, Richard.
Good morning.
And we're running a little bit low on time at the end of the show today, but we'll give as much info as we can and then bring more next week.
Well, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was things to avoid when you're doing your home insurance. These aren't necessarily in order or anything else, but it's just typical mistakes that a lot of people make, not people that work with me, but a lot of people make. And the first thing is underinsuring their home. Let's say that it costs you $100 per square foot and you got a 2,000 square foot home. Typically, your home insurance should be about $200,000. And you may have some other carriers or insurance people that may come in and say, oh yeah, well, we're only going to do 80% of that because 20% is your land value and blah, blah, blah. You don't want to do that. I mean, you're still considered 100% insured because what you're insuring, home insurance insures the home. It doesn't insure your property. It insures your home. So if there's damage out in the middle of your field, of your yard or something like that, if it doesn't affect the home, it does not affect your home insurance.
Right.
And so when you undervalue or underinsure your home, let's say you do have something that come in there, when they underinsure it and they say that, yeah, you've got extended warranty or extended coverage for 25%, so that 160 actually is going to go back up to the 200,000. No, it doesn't. Okay. The extended means that when you're doing your insurance, it means that if there is a catastrophe, then and the prices go up, then you're covered. They will pay for the increased cost of the materials that it's going to cost to replace your home or repair your home. If it's not a catastrophe, which a lot of times it's not, you don't get that 25%. So you're stuck at the $160,000. So if there's a fire that demolishes your house, that's not going to be a catastrophe. It is going to just be a fire and you're going to get the $160,000. That may or may not be enough to replace your house or
rebuild, yeah.
Or even get you the house or buy a new house that is comparable to the one that you have. And so that's the reason when we're looking at this, I mean, you really do need to look at how much is your house worth or how much does it cost to rebuild, because it really doesn't matter how much you're paying. It does in some instances, but it matters how much when an insurance company is looking at your house, how much does it cost for us to rebuild your house the way it looks and the way you have it? That's what you need to insure your house for. If you go below that, you're doing yourself an injustice. Mm-hmm. One of the other things is a lot of people may try and misrepresent things about their house. The last thing that you ever want to do is give an insurance carrier a reason not to pay your claim. You weren't completely honest about when this was replaced or what the level of your bathroom is. And you never really know about this stuff until you're having a claim.
Right.
And then you're already being inconvenienced by having the claim. You want everything to go absolutely as smooth as possible. And when you're setting things up, that's when you make sure that you're getting it to where you're going to be able to take care of these things the way they should be taken care of. And it's a smoother ride if we have all the facts about your house on the way that it's built, the amenities that you have within your house. That way we can get it designed and get it back to where it was before the claim or before the accident occurred. And it's really the price difference on a $200,000 to a $250,000 may be absolutely minimal. You don't know. It's just cutting out that stuff. It doesn't make a lot of sense, and it's in the end, it's not the best thing for you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to save money in your homeowner's insurance, a lot of people think, well, what can I cut? What can I cut? And in other agents, they'll cut things for you, but they won't have the discussion with you. What I like about what you do is you're going to have the risk assessment discussion with all of your clients and prospective clients to figure out what they need, what they don't need, and maybe they can cut something that is less likely to happen at their property, but maybe they need something else.
Absolutely. And like I say all the time, everyone's risk is different. Yours is different from mine. And what some of the things that I'm willing to take a risk on, you may not be comfortable with. But I mean, that's where it also goes when I don't talk about cutting unless you want to, because one of the things or the advantages of working with me is the fact that I have over 20 different carriers that I'm going to shop you with, and everyone has an ideal customer, and they're going to give the best deal to their ideal customer, and you may not have to cut anything. We may add more endorsements to your policy over here and still get a better rate. And just because you're getting a more comprehensive policy doesn't mean that you're paying more on your annual premium. Right. But also, one of the big things that most people do is they shop they make their decision on their insurance by price. We have this conversation all the time that not every policy is the same and they're not all created equal. And the last thing that you want to do is really just shop on price.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about that. Folks, you want to go to richardtagency.com, the website richardtagency.com. Richard Tonica from Goosehead will take care of you today. Give him a buzz. Folks, we'll see you next week. We're out of here. Neither the hosts nor the guests or contributors of the show Inside Real Estate with Mike Kruizinga are attorneys, CPAs, tax advisors, or investment advisors, and are not providing legal advice during the course of the show. If you need professional legal advice or services in any of those categories, please seek the appropriate professional. The host is a licensed real estate agent in Texas with the Chris Arnold Premier Realty Brokerage, a fair housing broker and member of the MLS.